All right, good evening, everybody. How are you this evening? My name is Andrea Rosser, and I am just so excited to jump on here with you guys tonight. So, we call this Winning Wednesday because we're just sharing how different people on our team are winning and how you could possibly win with us, because that's what it's all about, right? Connecting with people around the globe and helping everybody win. And we could all use some wins these days, right? Every single one of us can use a little bit more. So, just a little bit about me. Again, my name is Andrea, and I have had the blessing, the gift, the privilege to be a part of this beautiful industry going on 10 years now. And it has absolutely blessed every aspect of my life. It has created, well, just a little background. I come from corporate America. I worked a traditional desk job where I moved paper from one side of my desk to the other. I helped companies make money. I didn't really help any individuals. And the perk was that it paid me and fed my family. The downside was that I was kissing foreheads at night because everybody was raising my kids but me, and was praying for a way out. I kind of pictured it in the form of maybe a lottery ticket or something. Didn't really go into details when I was praying, just find a way for me to be home with these babies. And I did. It came in the form of a layoff. So, wasn't fantastic, was absolutely terrifying, and got myself in a pickle financially where well, it was to the point where I was behind on the mortgage and praying for grocery money. So I highly do not recommend that. But I'll tell you what that did is it made me open, right? You get desperate enough, you're open. And it might have taken me that. I wish somebody invited me before I got to that point, but it took me to that to really check out this industry. And so when somebody reached out to me and said, "Hey, we might have a way that could help you, come check it out," I did. I was super open to it. And so going on 10 years now is when I sat down and looked at the opportunity you guys are getting to check out tonight. And I went for it. And I'll tell you, it's been phenomenal because it's given me my kids. I've been able to be home with my kids that entire time. Not the whole time, like every day, because I wouldn't still be here, but I was definitely got to raise them, which was a gift that I never even imagined being possible. It's given our family options that I never even imagined. And it's allowed me to create a phenomenal community of people all around the world. And I'll tell you, that's my favorite part because not only do I love people, but I love helping people. And I love getting to have these relationships with people all around the globe. And I'm going to get to chat with a lady tonight that I wouldn't know if it wasn't for this industry. And I absolutely adore her. And so I'm excited for that. So tonight, just want you to check this out. You know, if you're already a part of it, then you're just going to hear some stories about lives that are being changed and how your life could be changed too. And if you're just, browsing, you're sneaking in to see if this might be something for you, well, just get to know us. That's the whole point. Get to know us a little bit and see if we're the type of people that you would like to connect with and work with, because I'll tell you, we're here and we're committed to helping you. So, Kelli, you can unmute yourself. You should be able to. But Kelli Brown is an absolute sweetheart that is having really, really great success here with us at New Age RX. So, Kelli, can you talk
I,
for a second?
yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I want to be able to highlight you. So
Hi, here I
there you are. Let me see if
am.
I can have. I think I have both of us on here now. So, hi, Kelli. Thank you so much for jumping on here tonight.
Hey, Andrea, thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Very grateful for you. So, guys, Kelli is just phenomenal. She's out in Northern Alabama, mama of two, and she's been involved here for a little over a year now, I believe.
hmm
Did I?
That's
Okay.
right.
I'm like, I think I've got my dates right. And she's
Yeah.
created a lot in that time. So, Kelli, I was hoping you would just share how you're winning with us, to share your success story with us this evening.
I sure will, Andrea. Thank you for having me on again. I'm in my car, so I've tried to rig some lighting up, so I hope that's working okay. But anyway, so I just I just can't say enough. Like I am so excited about everything that this company and these products have done for my life. So just a little bit about me, I guess. My story started many years ago that brought me to the point where I am now. I was pregnant with my first child, working in corporate, and I was involved in a really major car accident. And that accident led me to just it just crippled me up pretty good for a long time. It took me a long time to get back out of a wheelchair, off the walker, back to walking freely. And it took many years to get where I could just walk good. But anyway, so that being said, that's kind of where my journey with health just went crazy. So, it was weight gain, and it was just a snowball effect of just poor choices, not being able to move around very much, things like that, which rolled me into several years later a divorce, which brought me into the single mom status. Being a single mom is challenging, and it's so stressful and frustrating. And I know there's so many people out there, Andrea, that live in that same life that I do. And my girls were young, and it was very difficult. I just didn't have time or take time for myself. So as they got older, I just needed finances. I needed better health. I just needed a change in my life altogether. So I went with a friend of mine, Cindy, out to Brent Palmer's house one night to hear a little bit of a story. I knew Brent had had major success in network marketing, but that wasn't what I was going for. I just went with my friend, and I thought, I'll go give it a listen. She wanted to go, so we went together. I got there, and just hearing about our company and the house of brands concept that we have, and the ability to have access to all these different kinds of products. And the health side was really important to me. The skincare was like something I really focused in on. But then the possibility of what I needed, like I call it a side hustle. We joke about that term all the time, but for me, I just needed to fill the gaps. My girls were older. They were kind of helping out a little bit with the money, but I just had debt. I was struggling, from where the divorce had left me. I just needed to fill the holes. And so anyway, got all excited about it. Light bulbs were going off. I jumped all in that night, telling myself I wasn't going to do it the whole time, but I did. And so anyway, fast forward a little bit, I just really was focusing on, I'd heard about the products, I'd studied them, read what was going on with all the products. So I started using the products to help me with inflammation. And that was the very first and most important thing for me. And I literally zapped my inflammation. Like, I do not struggle with that anymore at all. And that has been huge in my life. It totally changed my life. And so my story, I always tell the story because I was in Utah with the company and loving the travel opportunities. And we climbed a mountain, and we really, and a lot of people have heard me tell this story, but it it truly had an impact on my life. When I come down off that mountain, and Andrea, you were with me, you were helping me get to the top. I realized at that moment that my life could be better in so many ways. The family that I built with this company, that the friends, like you were mentioning, all over the world, and the support of the people has been phenomenal. The products have literally changed my health for a totally different direction. And then the finances are kicking in as well. So it's really been an opportunity for me that I never will look back. It truly has been a godsend, a blessing, and answered prayer.
Well, I don't know if I helped you up that mountain. I think we
You
helped
did.
each other up that mountain. That was a mountain, guys. Like, we get to have so much fun here, and I love that. And so we were in Utah, and we did, I mean, we're not talking like a little hill, like it was a
A
mountain, and it was
mountain. It
phenomenal.
was.
So I love it. I love your story. It's so relatable. And so many people are in those same shoes, that they need help for their health, they need help for their finances, and you've definitely found it. So I'm going to share something really quickly. So don't be upset with me. Um, but so you also have not just a financial, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this transformation story that you guys can see right here. So recently, you started our transformation throwdown. Look at her face, folks. Like, you can definitely see it right here. So Kelli, if you wouldn't mind, just share a little bit with us what's going on there, how you created that health transformation, what that's meant for you.
I sure will, Andrea. And the first picture is kind of a reflection of where I have been for many years. And then with this company, I actually started. I've had the skinny drops that we call them for a year now, over a year. And I learned, like many people, they don't work if they're in the bottle. You have to actually put them under your tongue to get them to work. So back in September, I decided to give it a real shot. But so I was using the drops, still not following the food plan like I needed to, but I was finding some success there. I kind of slacked off during the holidays. That wasn't my best time, I'll admit it. I'm, still learning some things about eating habits, but so when the throwdown challenge started, I got really serious. And so from through the process of actually using the drops, I've lost about 26 pounds. And I don't know how many inches. I haven't done that yet. Now, and I love hearing the stories where people have like really major loss in short periods of time. To me, for me and my life and my history of, losing 1,000 pounds and gaining it back in my day, um, 26 pounds is a whole lot for me. And I am so proud of that because it really takes a lot of, I think I'm jump starting my metabolism with the drops. It's making a huge difference with that. So I'm really thrilled about the 26 pounds and I've still got a long ways to go. I'm in the middle of my journey, but I'm going to get there. And I know that the products will help me to achieve that goal.
I love it. I love it. And 26 pounds is fantastic.
It is,
And
it's good.
I don't think there's anybody out there that was looking to lose weight, if they had those results, would not be absolutely stoked. So I think that's great. And so, kind of flipping directions, pivoting a little bit again, and you had touched on this before, but obviously single mom, right?
Yes,
And I don't care,
absolutely.
again, I don't care the situation. I think most people, extra income is so valuable, especially right now. We've
Hmm.
all kind of seen some disruption in our lives and some insecurity with finances and all of that. So just tell me what it's done for you, what it's meant for your family to have that income on the side coming into your home each and every month.
Well, I'm just going to be really honest about it, Andrea. When I first, I was starting to build a little extra income coming in, I had a goal. And my goal was to get my products, to be able to pay for my products each month. Well, of course, the more I got to know the company and the more I got to know the products, well, that that needed to be a lot more money because I wanted to use them all, right? So I get them all coming into the house. But anyway, so as time has gone on, I've built a little bit of a business that I'm really proud of, but it's a team effort. I have so many amazing people that we work together to build, and it's helped me to achieve the results that I have financially. But for my household, it it takes me from paycheck to paycheck, just paying the bills, to just helping with the mortgage, the utilities, car payment, whatever that might be. And so it's making a true impact to give us some freedom, and financial freedom is important because I just was living so tight for so long. So for now, it's not a burden to go out and eat. It's not a burden to be able to buy gifts for, my kids for Christmas and things like that. So it's been so much easier to have that little bit of extra that literally changes the way it looks from month to month.
Well, that's huge. I think that's so huge. And I'm so excited
It
for
does.
you.
I
And I
am.
think about all of us, who couldn't use a little bit more breathing room, right?
Hmm.
Whatever your budget may be, whatever your income may be, just having a cushion every month. And some people might be used to no cushion, some people might be used to a big cushion, but I don't think anybody's going to complain about growing that. And I'm so grateful to have that here. It just makes a really big difference. I swear, they say money isn't everything, but it's right up there with oxygen. When you don't have it, you certainly feel it, right? So
That's
glad you
exactly
guys
right.
are, definitely in a better position. So, with the products, and you made me giggle. I don't know if I was muted or not. I hope I was. Um, because I'm right there with you. I love every single product that we have. Um,
I do. Hmm.
I'm fairly confident I use them all every day. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything that I don't use, and I don't think there is, which means that I'm using it a lot. So let's say I'm brand new. right? So today is so it didn't start that way, right? Like I started with this and I started with that. But what would your recommendation be if somebody was brand new and they had to pick and choose from our products? What products would you have them start with?
Well, Andrea, I think that question comes a lot of times when I'm talking to people that's kind of going to join my journey with me. Is kind of learning, like what their need is. Because for me, initially, I'm thinking weight loss, but I really was, tuned in more to inflammation and things like that. But I feel like that everybody can benefit from the Slenderized drops because of the way it balances our body. I feel like that even if you're not a person that's looking for weight loss, none of us have a totally balanced body. We have toxins in our body, and the things that the Slenderized drops does for us, as far as cleansing all of that and helping with that, I think the drops would be like a number one key product for people to get started on. And it doesn't have to be strictly for weight loss because, well, bodybuilders use it, athletes use it, but I think that along with the Slenderized drops, I really feel like you have to throw in Lemu Original 5X or MOA or both. So it's hard for me just to pick one, but the combination of those three or the drops and one of the other would be where I would suggest anybody start the program.
I agree. I agree. And I don't think I can live without Rejuvenex anymore.
Well, there you go. There's another one.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think I can go a single day without it. Like I just ordered, I have a backup bottle, right? Like so you guys, just so you know, Rejuvenex. So we have energy drinks. So yep, there you go. Mike showing everybody. So we have some energy drinks that are healthy energy drinks. They don't have any of the garbage that you would find in a traditional energy drink. But then we have this little magical thing called Rejuvenex, which is healthy energy in a capsule form. So it's made with superfoods, and it's green coffee extract and chamomile and L-theanine, and it is such a powerful, clean energy. I'm currently in the middle of a move, and I'll tell you, the to-do list is never ending, and my energy is not. And I feel like it can be with that. So I take my 4 in the morning and I'm like the Energizer bunny getting everything done. So I don't know if I can be without it. So Sean, that's what it does. It gives you absolutely good, clean energy without any spike or any crash or any, sometimes you drink too much coffee, you can get a little revved. Doesn't do that. You just feel good, but you get everything done that's on
Get
your to-do
busy.
list.
That's right.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So
Yeah.
last question here. I think, yeah, last question here. So what would your biggest tip be for someone, and you guys might not know this, Kelli just rank advanced. She jumped quite a few ranks, actually. She has created so much in her organization. She's stirring the pot out there. She's doing a lot to really grow her business. So what would your biggest tip be for someone that is thinking about joining us, that wants that extra income, that wants that extra health? What would you recommend to them? What would your big tip be for this evening?
Well, I think, Andrea, the biggest thing, I think, first of all, just start. Just get started. And so I actually have this tip for those people that have not started, that's looking at this or looking for something for the products or the financial aspect of it or both, but also for those people that have started that have just kind of stopped, or just kind of sitting still. So I think that the biggest tip that I have that has helped me is staying plugged in. Like if you get involved, plug yourself into the company, because it would have been so easy when COVID struck, because I was fairly, just a few months in, and it would have been so easy just to have just frozen and just blocked it all out. And a lot of people did that, actually, I think, where some, and then there was all these other people that was just soaring in the industry. But for me, it's just like, stay plugged in, like stay connected, because there's going to be that piece of information that's going to come across on one of our Facebook groups, or there's going to be a Zoom call that's going to just prick you. You're going to know, oh, wow, this is where I need to move. This is what I need to do. Or I didn't realize that. And now I need to do this, you know. So it's so easy to just step away from all of it. But if you're really dedicated to your health and the desire to grow a business, even if you're not don't have the desire to make money, and I don't know anybody that feels that way, but the key to me is just staying plugged in, because I cannot tell you the amount of information that I have gathered through staying plugged in about the products and how they help and how to use them and what to do with them and things like that. So that's my tip, get involved. And if you're not involved, go ahead. But if you are already, just plug in and stay plugged in.
I love it. I love it so much. And thank you so much, Kelly. And guys,
Yeah.
so let's say you're on here, you're checking us out, right? You're not part of our company yet. And you're thinking, all right, these seem like decent humans, right? Like I could work with these ladies. I could work with these people. Well, first of all, thank you so much for jumping on here. We're so grateful for you. And I'll tell you, I can't recommend this enough. This has truly been such a gift. And I want everybody to have such a gift in their lives. So you probably want a little bit more information though, right? Give me the nitty gritty. I want to know all the details. How does it all work? How do I get paid? Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. At least that's how I felt. I'm going to give you a website. So I'm going to type it in the comments. So I can't do two things at once. So bear with me. There you go. So our website is going to be in the comments. It's therxexperience.com. And on there, you're going to find some videos. There's two on there on the main page that are phenomenal. One is done by Dr. Crystal Vance. She's going to give you just everything that you need to know. Then if you want a different perspective, then we've got Coach Todd Rowland. He's going to tell you everything you need to know. So pick one or watch them both. It's completely up to you. And they're both short. So, 20 minutes, you can get both of them in. But that's going to give you the nitty gritty. But I'll tell you, the name of our company is called New Age RX. We are a publicly traded company. And if anybody else has stock, if you're dancing in your seat, I know I am. We've watched our stock skyrocket already, and it's just beginning. And that you could absolutely participate in. Our stock symbol is NBEV. So new, Bravo, Elephant, Victor, NBEV. That's hard. It's hard to think of letters or words to go with your letters real quick. I need to figure out my signs a little bit better. But truly, what you'll see on there is what our company is doing. What we have done in the last 6 months is incredible. And truly, we're about a $500 million company, but we're absolutely a startup. Nobody knows our name in the United States. And that's what you will get to tie into. And there has never been thank you for typing that in, Michael. There has never been a better time. Just think about your world today. How, do you shop online? Yes. Like it's so normal now. It's kind of weird if you didn't shop online, especially right now. Everybody is getting things online, right? You can tap into getting health and nutrition delivered directly to your home. And then there's never been a time that people have been more concerned about what they're consuming, about their health, about making sure that they're giving themselves the best possible nutrition to make sure that they keep that immune system, maximized, right? We absolutely can tap into that. And we have lots of other product lines as well. So you can go check them out. If you don't care about health, that's perfectly fine. We've got other things that we can offer you too. But if so if you like making money, you like a great community, you like having a good time, still check us out. Even if health isn't your thing, we've got other things to offer. And it's never been more important to have a little bit of security, to have a little bit on the side, right? So many people are, their income has been reduced, or they've been laid off, or they're having to work from home and they're a little bit isolated, right? And we are able to help with all of that. So guys, thank you so much for jumping on here. My recommendation, if you're looking for it, is to go ahead and get back with the person that invited you on here and get your questions answered. Go to that website, check out those videos, get those questions answered, because we'd love to help you get started today. Thank you so much, Kelly. You are phenomenal. Adore you. And I'll see you in
Thank
about a
you.
week.
See
So,
you next week. That's right.
all right. Thank
All
you
right.
guys. Y'all have a great night.
Bye, everybody. Thank you. Good night.
Goodbye.